Well, hello, and welcome back to another Kingdom Maker episode with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for all of your previous views. Was that a sheep? That is a sheep. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. It's in game. There's a sheep going. But anyway, thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, comments, suggestions, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. If I sound a little bit different, it is because I have COVID and I'm currently at home isolating, which is very boring because I feel a bit weird and tired. Not too kind of sicky, sore throat a little bit, but just kind of like ugh. And so I was like, I'll play lots of video games, but I kind of play for an hour and then I'm like, I want to lie down. I lie down for an hour and then I play for an hour. It's quite annoying indeed, but I'm glad I don't get it. I haven't had it as bad as some people have, and I hope if you have had it or are getting it or did have it, I hope it wasn't bad for you either. Right, today we're going to be talking about crafting. Let's zoom into our city. So crafting, we have a blacksmith. This blacksmith is available to you very early on in the game. I think I was like level 6 or level 8 or something like that when I got this crafting guy. The blacksmith there. It's very easy. You pop him down there and then you press crafting, okay? And we can do a number of things. We can craft battalion equipment. I keep on calling it battalion for some reason. Noble equipment, army banners, and city banners. Now, you get the parts to equip these and the XP you need to equip these from dungeons, from attacking small dungeons, medium dungeons, and large dungeons. If we pop in here to battalion equipment and weapons and ammo, you can see that currently we have unlocked the common stuff, and these are the things that we can craft and we can equip onto our various troops in our battalions, and that will then give them certain buffs. We click on the field point arrow here, we can see it's a 2% unit damage, and this takes battalion equipment XP and silver. As I said, the battalion equipment XP is received from exploring dungeons, so make sure you're doing that every day, which you should be if you're following my top 5 tips for early game. Now, each of these things is relatively easy to craft. We just click on the craft. Bam. It's done. Very, very easy. And you actually see that this thing adds to our player power as well, which is kind of a little bit of an exploit there. I guess what we could do, and I was thinking about this, is we have quite a lot of materials. So we get these materials. If we pop up here and look in our inventory, you can see here we've got a few hundreds of different materials for crafting these pieces of equipment, and we get these every time we explore a dungeon. So if you explore a dungeon quite a lot, you're going to be left over quite a lot of excess materials. You could craft a ton of stuff because it is relatively cheap. It only costs that XP and a little bit of silver. Craft a ton of stuff to kind of inflate your power. This might deter an attack from somebody. It might. I don't know. I guess it's a form of strategy, trying to appear bigger than you are, and it might be something to think about. I haven't done it myself, but it could be something, an option for you if you're a little bit worried about getting attacked. Craft up a bunch of stuff because that's going to add to your overall power up the top there, which might deter an attack from somebody bigger and meaner. Anyway, we've crafted some stuff. It's, as I said, and as you saw, it's relatively easy. We go like a saw, we go here, bam, bam, craft a lance, craft it, done, we've got it. Once we've crafted everything we need to do, we want to go and assign it to our armies. Now, if we pop into here and we pop into here, I said into here, obviously we can see our armies. We've assigned to Finnegan's army here, and underneath we can see these little boxes. These little boxes are where we place these things. If you have a spot and if you have something to go in there, or if something needs to go in there, you will get the little red dot and it will kind of prompt you to do some crafting. If we click on this, we can see we can select any of the weapons. We can select that one. Bam, in like so. Here we can go and we can remove the one we currently have, and if we wanted to put it back, you can see we have two. This one, which we just crafted then, and this one, which we had in there before. Now let's take this one here. This is a +1 because we have not upgraded it. To upgrade it is relatively easy. We click on that, we click on upgrade, bam, and we're gonna be able to increase this buff 4 times, so up until level 4, and each time this is going to cost a little bit more battalion equipment, but as you can see up here, we've got quite a bit because we've been exploring our dungeon. So let's upgrade that guy, let's upgrade him again, let's upgrade him again. That takes us all the way to level 4 for that piece of equipment, which is a +8% buff to, what damage? Unit damage, which I think is quite nice. Now you can see obviously that I've got all of my guys laid out. So this is step 1 in the crafting plan. Step 1 in the crafting plan, as soon as you have access to the blacksmith. Why is that guy all dead? I think I've been attacked and I didn't realize it. Yeah, probably. Okay, that's kind of annoying. We'll have to look into that. I didn't realize that. But step one in the crafting plan, as soon as you have access to the blacksmith, level him up a couple of levels and start crafting. You want to outfit your battalions first, and as we've seen, it's relatively easy to do. Just craft up a bunch of swords, a bunch of shields, a bunch of bows, and a bunch of the arrows, and then assign them and upgrade them all as fast as you possibly can. That's going to give you a nice load of buffs across all of your armies. Next thing we want to be doing is obviously adding some noble equipment. Noble equipment is split into all the types of nobles you can have, the jobs or roles that they can do, captains, marshals, knights, blah 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 blah, explorers, and all of that kind of jazz. Obviously we want to focus on our captains first. These are the guys that are leading our armies, so we want to be making their armor and helm and sword as soon as possible, and as before, upgrading those so to level 4, and they will get that benefit going on as well. You can see here we've unlocked the uncommon, but we have not because we haven't researched it. So that's the third thing we want to be focusing on here, people, is research. As soon as you possibly can, let's get this research done. Use. Finish that. Just get out of my way. Thank you very much. As soon as you possibly can, you want to start focusing on some higher level research. That's the wrong thing. Sorry, click there. On some higher level research. So as you can see, we have unlocked uncommon noble equipment, but we haven't researched it yet. Can we research it now? Yes, we can. Bam. Let's speed them up. Bop. Done. Uncommon noble equipment. So we are at the second level of noble equipment. We're going to pop in here and we're going to do that. Come on, open up. Captain equipment, fantastic. So we've got these guys here. So now we can start to craft it. However, we do not have enough noble equipment XP. Where are we getting this from? Dungeons. So as soon as you can, have a member of your team at level 20. As we can see in here, we can see their levels. This guy is level 20, blah, 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 blah. At level 20, you can start attacking medium dungeons. Now, medium dungeons are usually set off somewhere in the map. A little bit hard to find, but relatively easy because you can just click through. Where were we? If we come... Where were we? We were back here. If you can't find one on the map, you don't want to be scrolling around and all that jazz. The best way to do it is to click onto this. Click on that, I said, like that, back into here, back to there. It says we need this, plus that, and then say go. Like this. This is going to show us the closest medium dungeon that we can exploit. And it might be something that we go, all right, actually, you know what we're going to do here? We're just going to put a little bookmark on you. Whoops, like so. There we go. Medium dungeon. Just so I know that I can come back to... What's happened there? I can come back to this one as often as I need, which will be pretty much often. Okay, so just a reminder there. First things we want to do is craft all of the equipment for our battalions, for our armies, and get them all upgraded to level 4. That should take you no more than about 10-15 minutes as soon as you get your first blacksmith, and it definitely will. This is an 8% buff, 8% buff, 8% buff, 8% buff, 8% buff, 8% buff. These are nice buffs. Second thing you want to be doing is obviously doing the same for all of your nobles, getting them all kitted out as much as they can. And don't forget your explorers and your merchants and stuff like that. Make sure they have their specific equipment on as well. It will add buffs to them without a doubt. Where do we see all of their buffs? Somewhere, isn't it? There is a buff somewhere. I don't know where it is. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a fire. Now if we click on this guy, sorry, I thought, there, maybe profile? No. Maybe somebody can let me know below. I've lost it. There is a way to see all of the things that they're currently buffed for. I'm sure of it. Anyway, so make sure you do that. And then the third thing, obviously, is to make sure that you research so you can get the higher level gear as soon as you possibly can. Crafting blacksmith is a super easy thing to do. It's a super simple and quick an efficient way of adding quite a bit of power to your guy as fast as humanly possible. I hope that helped you if you're just starting out and you're thinking about doing some crafting and you're a little bit confused. If you have any questions about it, let me know down below. Otherwise, make sure you eat some cheese today. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.